The views and opinions of this video and comments to this channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of this channel's broadcaster. If you have a complaint about something or find the content is being used incorrectly, please don't contact the broadcaster. This is Balaclava Diaries. We're toxic, we're talking aggressive. If you don't like it, send a message. We're weed stimulated, educated, top-rated, and never baited. I am the OG MacG. To the right of me is the human computer Steve. Over there, incognito.
Yes.
Celibacy champ,
Relax.
20 years running.
Relax, buddy. Not too much.
All right. But the whole day is brought to you by one word and one word only, maybe two in this case. That's Ayoo Bigz.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Can we get the definition of Ayoo Bigz?
All right, so I'm going to keep it like this. So 20 years ago, I had a record deal with Universal, and my name was Bigz. And, you know, they held on my masters and shit like that. And, you know, I just put Ayoo in front of it because growing up, everyone's like, yo, Ayoo. You know, so I put it that way. It's not like Ayoo. It's more like an Ayoo.
So
Bigz.
organic thing, man.
Yeah,
Just
for sure.
Ayoo Bigz. Wagwan.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it.
yeah,
Exactly
okay.
like that, for sure.
All right. That's the definition of Ayoo Bigz. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a round of applause for Ayoo Bigz in the
Bop,
building right
bop,
now,
bop,
please?
bop, 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 bop. Bow.
As OG did tell me, he's the one who put me on to you, cuz.
Appreciate
But
it.
as he did tell me, you have been an avid listener to the show.
I have been, yeah. I've been fucking with Balaclava Diaries since the beginning. You know
The
what I'm saying?
nigga said it right.
He did. I was about to
Big
say
up
that.
to
Right from
that.
the beginning.
And we're going to
Right.
start bringing baklava for mans that can't say it right. If you say baklava again,
Right.
you're eating a piece on the show
You
and trying to
should,
finish
100%. I agree with
the
that.
show with a dry mouth.
Why is that a negative thing? I would say it wrong on purpose so I can eat some then.
Well, then that's your
Like my
life.
catchphrase says, fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless you have allergies, that is.
Allergies and nuts. Pause.
All right?
So as you just mentioned, 20 years ago, let's start there.
Okay.
Because I want to give the people some history.
Okay. Could do
To
that.
you, sir. To the ones who don't know.
Okay.
So 20 years ago, talk to me about that, the record deal you just mentioned.
All right. So it's 20 years ago. This story is kind of fucked up. So I was in my closet, pause, making I was making fucking hip hop tapes on a karaoke machine. I was
Okay.
rapping over beats on a karaoke machine. And then from that, it turned into someone got my tape. I was handing my tape out everywhere. This dude got my
So
tape
hold on, you recorded it off the karaoke
off the
machine?
karaoke
Yeah,
machine.
straight into the tape, right? Recording into the tape?
Right to the
yeah,
tape.
yeah, yeah.
What year are we talking about?
About 97.
97.
97.
Okay.
Was it one of those JVC joints?
And no, it was shittier than that. It was like it was real
Typo.
grimy. And I believe I bought it at a yard sale to keep it a buck.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
no, I bought my best finds there, though.
Tell the truth. Did
That's
it
where I
have...
found my ex-wife, actually. But that's
Yo.
another story.
Whoa, okay, hold on.
See,
This
more
is moving
weekends
too
and
fast. You're moving
weekends.
too fast. You gotta remember, we're on TV. You're moving too
My
fast
bad,
for the
my
people.
bad,
You
my
know what I'm
bad.
saying?
So
Okay,
I'm gonna go
okay.
back. I laughed
Yeah.
around and I apologize. So I made these tapes, and you know, I mean, I was passing them around, and then it got into the hands of somebody by the name of Albert Palmer. Albert Palmer had a link with Universal, so he brought the tape into Universal, and I got my first record deal off the tape I made on a karaoke machine.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Hold
That's crazy.
on.
That was a tech debt,
So
right?
hold
There was
on,
no
hold on.
shit, I get that.
You're like Soldier Boy 10 years earlier.
Something like that. But I can't dance.
Okay, I hear that.
Before we move forward,
No, because niggas making in his bedroom, fam?
Yeah,
Soulja
maybe
Boy
in my
do that?
bedroom.
did
In his
Soulja Boy get,
closet. Not even in his bedroom. I'm saying in my closet.
Closet.
I made it chill.
did Soulja Boy get signed off of making something in his room or something?
No,
like
no,
that?
no. He had
Whoa.
a studio, right? He did have a studio built, but he did it off a sound click.
Oh, okay.
So before all
So
the
the company,
streaming
the
sound click
actual
was
company
first.
that I signed to them was called SPG Music. SPG Music was owned by 3 old school house EDM DJs from Toronto, Peter, Tyrone, and Shams.
Okay. Tyrone as in Maximus sounds? Or-
Yes, I believe so.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay.
You guys know
And
your
from there, you know, I got distribution through Universal.
history. Sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want
And to put this into
Cut off real
scope, some
quick.
of the other artists on this label at the time was like, what's his name? I just wanna party. I just wanna party. What's
I
that?
don't know what
Light
that
Skin
is.
Dude, the Drake before Drake.
I don't know what that
What's
is.
his name? You know his
Jay
name,
Diggs?
yo? Huh? Jay
Jay
Diggs.
Diggs?
That's
Jay
his
Diggs,
name.
yeah, I
Jay
remember
Diggs
Jay
is the
Diggs.
next guy on this label at the time. So on
I was
this,
actually like playing J Diggs like literally 2 days ago.
did they have Glenn Lewis too?
No,
Was
no,
that
no, no,
another
Glenn
guy?
Lewis was right. Yeah, man. I remember going to Glenn Lewis's CD release party
Right,
down on Mill Street. They used to have parties down there before it got bougie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these guys were like the street niggas that were like talking to the label at the time, and they had a little label name. What was it called? SGP?
SPG.
SPG. Yeah, SPG.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was the vibes, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's got a wiki entry.
And they had like the biggest like movement at the time. Like government, they ran that enough times,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That was so because we just had to kind of lay it out for you what was really going in Toronto at this time. So,
So-
he's moving with the heavy shakers. He's not moving with no regular
So
guys.
that's what I wanted to talk to, like kind of the differences from then and now.
Okay.
But I don't want to jump forward too much.
Okay.
So what happened with the record label after you got
So
signed?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. So the record label I had a 2-album promise, you know what I'm saying? I got a $1,500 I believe, yeah, back then I got I signed a fucking SPG for $1,500.
$1,500.
$1,500.
You're just like, fuck it, I want to rap. I don't
That's
care.
it. That was it. I was blown away that I even had the opportunity. You know, I'm still like that today. I'm just grateful to have opportunities.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, I mean, shit, you got to remind me what I was saying. I started smoking weed now.
What happened after the record deal was
So I
signed?
did
you
my,
guys-
I promised I did my 2 albums that I promised. I handed them in, and they were done by DJ S Love, Sheldon Moore from the Pocket Dwellers. Rest in peace. He just passed away of cancer recently,
Rest in
and he was
peace.
a homie of mine for like 25 years. And but yeah, so yeah, I did my 2 albums, and then they told me that I was too hood, I was too street, not the sound they're looking for. They want to put me in a shiny suit. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. So this is 97 when Bad Boy is the biggest
Shiny
song.
shoes
basically.
are in.
But Shiny Suits was to the pop. Like there was music underground like Wu-Tang and so on and so forth that was moving the streets.
Yep.
But you would hear Mace's voice everywhere. You know
You
what I'm
would
saying?
everywhere,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Like, yeah.
And
That
you
was
notice the Toronto streets back then were super grimy, you know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of talent coming out of Toronto. I mean, we can go back to even talk about Concrete Mob, you know, Deuce and my boy Blackjack. I mean, those guys like that were holding the streets down, but no one wanted to hear us those times.
Okay, so can we just talk to that topic for a second?
Sure.
Which?
It's been going on since MC Hammer, right? There's been this divide between hip hop, whether you sell your soul or you keep it thorough to the
It's
streets.
extreme with
You
it,
know
right.
what I'm saying?
I'm just like all the pictures of the KFC commercial.
Can you give us, KFC commercial or LL Cool J doing I don't know, shirt off every show or whatever, cocoa butter
No,
shine.
LL Cool J got
No,
the
that's
bag,
cocoa
though.
butter shine.
was
I
a
don't care.
chapstick
He's
commercial.
backed up by some hood mans, but he's done some questionable things in hip hop.
So are you referring to the shiny suits he's speaking of?
Shiny suits,
Yeah.
LL Cool J, there's a lineage of pop culture
Okay.
as
Yeah,
much
but he
as
actually is
there's.
a good actor, though. For example, so it's like that lane he created it with that.
Right, I get it.
So it's like
he was a
Also,
triple
Redman
threat.
and
They
Method
saw
Man
the
did it
triple
too.
threat before, whatever, but that's
100%.
still pop.
That's fair.
Yeah.
There are guys that are hip hop purists. So my question is, you've seen this now going on for almost 20
25 years?
25 years.
Yeah.
What would you say the differences are then and now between like the super pop guy
It's a
and
great question, OG.
you know what I mean? Like Hammer compared to and I don't want to say it, but there's
I would say it's technology, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
Social media?
Social media. I mean, now, listen, back in the day, if I wanted to do a song with somebody, for example, the label would have to contact their people would contact their people, all the fuckery, right? Now,
Pure gatekeepers.
I can DM people straight
right.
and say, yo, this is what I do. If you fuck with me, let's do something. And that's what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get to where I'm at right now soon because we're still talking about back then. But
Yeah.
I think the difference is now everyone's accessible. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
What do you
That's
think?
true. That's true. That's why
I
you see
can
a lot of
message Fat
artists
Joe
sign
today if I
artists.
want.
That's why you see
Like
a lot
I've
of
seen you,
artists
but I've
sign
seen you had I've seen you had shows. You get that respect from certain underground guys, especially from New York. Like Royal, I've seen Royal Flush and shit.
Yeah. So it's like, I just came off tour with Royal Flush, Rusty Jux and LG. We did a 3-city tour, and You know what I'm saying? It was good, but I'm honored to be your. Listen, man, I'm a very humble guy. I've been through it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to try and be something I'm not. I'm just grateful to be in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because hip hop is my culture. I grew up in it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell by my color of my skin. Sometimes they say that I'm a visitor, but I don't believe that shit. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
there's some mans that's born into it, and we talk about
Right.
that all the time on this show. Who are the guys that were just kind of born into white acceptance in hip hop? You know what I'm saying?
Do we
And-
talk about that all
yeah,
the
we
time on
do,
the show?
We've talked about it like 3 episodes deep. We've talked about
it's a
that.
good
Our favorite
topic,
white
though.
rappers, and you
It
know
is.
who was
You know what I'm saying?
accepted and who
Kelly from
wasn't.
Jack Harlow's the best white rapper since Eminem.
Yeah, they
that's-
gotta
that's the
relax on
biggest
those
fucking
ones.
story up I heard.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Drake's
All
better than
the
Michael
powers
Jackson.
to
Not too
whatever
much
his
on
name is.
Jack. Not
And,
too
and
much on
Drake
Jack.
and Drake is better than Michael Jackson. That's the
Give you a
narrative
prime
right
example,
now, right?
I was on a phone call today with Danielson, who's
Okay.
a Toronto artist, but he's fucking blowing up. You know, he's working with Griselda, he's working with Muggs, he's working
Sick.
with everybody. And I mean, you know, when we get into the list of who's the best white rapper, there's thousands that are better than the one they listed. In my opinion, you know.
Yeah,
what
the
I'm
thing
saying?
is, for me, it was like I think Eminem is like, I'm like, you're a good rapper, but he can't make music.
Yeah, like I mean,
So
I
like
feel
even
like
for him,
Eminem
like you're
is
the
a
best. I'm like,
visitor.
all right, so
You
you
know
guys are
what?
both
You
like
know what Eminem
30s?
kind of did though. He kind of pigeonholed the game like Denzel did. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're not rapping fast or some real crazy shit, you're not gonna be accepted
Name
as a white
one
rapper.
artist
you know
right
what
now
I'm
that
saying?
raps like Eminem.
Nobody. But
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly,
saying.
'cause
Why
I'm
do you
like,
think that
For
is?
a
though?
long
Because you
time,
need bad music.
let's keep it
I
real.
agree.
For a long time,
Token.
we got shoved a million Eminem impersonations,
Right.
and tried like accept it, like you know what I mean. And we're like, nah, like we're not gonna
Yeah.
take that because you're not.
I mean,
M,
don't get
you
me
know what I mean?
wrong. Eminem is a lyricist.
Yeah.
Right?
No, yeah, he
he's
can
a great
spit.
writer. He's very creative, and his flows are bananas. But I mean, half the shit I can't understand what he's saying. I like the old Eminem. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl, because that was more relatable to the way he looked.
Yeah, Slim Shady.
I opened
pass.
for the Black Eyed Peas on the Vans Warped Tour.
Okay,
Jeez.
you gotta relax. That's a
Relax.
life stunt. Big up to Ayoo Bigz. You done know.
Black Eyed
Hold
Peas
on.
did that transition though from like hip hop shit to like
Yeah,
pop.
Yep.
But see, I opened for the Black Eyed
That's the
Peas
joint.
before Fergie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when they were doing like, what was that
Yeah,
B-boy
they were
song?
breakdancing and shit.
Yeah,
Like, they
yeah,
were
yeah.
ill.
The white
That's
bitch.
the
The white bitch.
Yeah, yeah,
Forget
the-
her name. That
yeah,
was her
Pissy
name.
Pants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
man.
was bad. She was bad still. That white
She was
thing.
bad.
That white thing.
Right? Yeah, she
Yo,
had a
they
little
dashed her
accent again.
though. She did dash her. I don't know why.
Yeah, she was probably the battery dolly, but that's a whole other
Yo,
story.
yo, a whole lot
There's
of those
always
today.
one at the beginning of every rap group.
Right? There has to be.
A whole lot of those today.
I mean, the train's got to start somewhere, right?
Big up to Lil Kim.
All right. So
And Foxy Brown.
I'm
Yeah.
going back 20 years again.
Train's been
97,
Charlie
So-
Baltimore.
97, he goes off too much.
Yeah. And
Nice.
Ice Spice. Ice Spice. We got to big up Ice Spice while we're
Yo, I
here.
love her, bro.
These
No,
guys
he-
said Ice
don't
Spice
stand
got
on
the
my
deal
Ice
without
Spice.
sucking dick.
Well, look at him. You
Yeah,
started
story
it.
up.
You started it.
Story up.
My
see?
bad.
Nah, don't gas him, bro.
Sorry,
I
bro.
don't need gas. I don't need gas.
Make up shit.
I don't need-
You
I
were
don't
fucking
need
up
gas.
my friend ate.
I don't need
Mother
gas.
told
I
me.
just know the way the industry works. It's
Nah,
male
you
dominated.
think-
It's an old
But
white
bro,
guy
you
that
can't just
makes all
make
the
up shit and
decisions.
say your cousin of
Look at how
your
fast
fourth
Scarlett
Jerry
Lip
Howard.
jumped
step
up.
like just makes up shit.
Scarlett.
Hold on.
Look at how fast she's jumping.
Who's Scarlett?
Scarlett's
go
jumping
look
So
fast.
hold on. You saying
Fucking
Scarlett gave Swizzy
No,
the
she ain't
bristles?
Nah, I ain't saying none of that.
dick. Hold on,
I'm
hold on,
saying
hold on,
straight
hold on,
up,
hold on, hold on. Can you give him a good introduction right now?
Yes, I can.
Like a big introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, we have somebody
Ladies and
here.
gentlemen, my homie sitting over here to the
Before he
left of me.
continue.
DJ Disspare is in the building. Originally from Winnipeg, been in Toronto for years now. Me and the guy go back to like Swollen member tours.
Winnipeg used to be the shot
we
house
thought,
capital of Canada.
Yo, Mocha
bro.
only was
But you know,
sick.
no one's
Can we
gonna.
get a round of
Exactly.
applause for
Still
DJ Display right here, please?
Bless up,
Absolutely.
Sorry, brother. We
So
I
I mean,
give
I
you a
can
good
sit
one.
here and introduce them, but I mean, tell the people what you're doing right now
Oh,
and
gosh.
what's going on in your life, fam.
I'm a
Right
jack of
before.
all trades. Basically, the industry in your own hands. I'm a DJ who likes artists and found a way to network in the States to all the stuff we're talking about to how to actually tap in. And I got in with the guys who actually run things and know things and stuff. And some people separated from the industry and built their own platforms. We as black people too, also in the industry, there's not a lot of lanes for us to push the music properly. And there's not a lot of lanes to push underground boom bap.
That's why this show
Right.
got started, because we need more platforms. Go on.
And
Go on,
in
yeah.
this game right now, there's not many DJs that are from Canada that are on Rough Riders Radio, satellite,
Talk to Tiggs.
digital, FM, college,
If you
Cotton
didn't catch
Tiggs.
it,
You
if
know
you didn't
what I'm
catch it,
saying?
he's stunned.
podcasts, TV networks. Like if you don't branch out of just being a DJ or just being a certain identity, what are you playing music for? Are you breaking records? Or are you just showing off? Which is it?
Don't break records
Okay,
anymore,
but
to be
what's
fair.
it boils
You're
down
right,
to
though.
what you think success is in music. Some guys just want to get their music out there.
So how do
know
you get
what
it to
I'm
a
saying?
DJ?
No, you're right.
But
like,
okay,
they don't break records anymore.
is the
You're
DJ the
right.
man anymore? Can we talk to that conversation? Is the DJ really the man like they
Well, that's
used
a
to
whole
be?
Yeah.
thing. That's a whole
Absolutely.
Are
thing.
DJs even breaking records like they used
No.
to?
Absolutely.
They're
Yeah.
playing the same fucking
Well, it
songs
depends what
over
DJs
and
you're
over.
talking
You
about.
gotta
Hold
separate
on.
club DJs to
From boom bap
radio
DJs.
DJs.
Yep.
No,
Is
but
not the
even
same.
so, because
not commercial radio.
Okay. Well,
Right.
let's say that
Some guys
because
do that. There's some
at
guys
the
that
end
are
of the
big.
I knew
day,
where you're going with that.
at the end of the day, this is a copycat culture, and I fucking hate that.
But that's
because,
the whole
but
point.
the whole thing that is crazy about it, and I just want to bring
Oh,
it back
it's
to my homeboy. I watched a fucking youth football game yesterday, and
Shout out the team, nigga.
Scarborough Zoo, you
There
don't
we
know
go.
Scarborough Thunder in the building, you don't know. Anyway,
I'm an old Scarborough Thunder person myself.
okay,
Oh, yeah?
so big up the
No, hold
yo,
on. What
squad
position?
down.
What position
What
did
do you
play?
think I played?
Offensive line.
I wasn't
Tackle.
offensive line.
I
Right,
knew it.
right
Yeah.
tackle, left tackle, left tackle.
Defense
Okay, so
Yeah.
no,
I'm D-line.
Shit.
the whole
D-line.
analogy
We
is
used to
this.
practice
The
behind
whole
Winston
analogy
Churchill.
is this:
Similar
when kids
yeah,
play
things
sports,
needed.
they just all follow the ball.
Yep.
So I'm like, the first kid that figures out that you have to go against the grain and turn around, and everybody will be on the other side of the field, is going to score 7 touchdowns.
Right.
One kid found it out in the game.
Yep.
He scored 5 touchdowns in the game.
Yep.
Pick up that
And
man.
the whole thing about this copycat culture is, if you figure out a way to still touch the people cutting against that fucking grain, you are now Jay-Z. You are now fucking Prince.
Yep.
You are now fucking Drake. You are
Yep.
now, you know what I'm saying? Because all these guys just took the time to say, yo, everybody's going this way. What's gonna sound fucking different and still keep people's attention?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the biggest draw about music and popular music and being popular is like, how do you cut through that fucking
Well, for
wave
one-
of bullshit? You know
Very
what I'm
hard.
saying?
For
Because
one,
there's
the
a lot of
engineer-
bullshit, you know?
The engineer shouldn't be telling you it's good if it's crap.
Yeah, well,
That's
no,
true.
you're right. No, your friends shouldn't.
Hear
either.
that,
You
Ish?
should not have yes
For
men
real.
around you.
Let's
That song
It's
his name
it's
on
don't
it,
do that
and it's
shit.
saying it's like, yo, this like that ain't
Yeah.
hot. Like, how do you do it?
I
wasn't hot.
agree.
You just want the money.
Behind every whack rapper, behind every whack song, there's a guy in the booth going, "Yo, that shit's fire, B."
It's a yes man.
You know,
Yeah,
They
and
know
need to
why
stop.
every nigga whisper
They need to
fire?
stop.
back in my generation, people will be like,
Just
"Yo, that's
because your
fucking
girlfriend
shit."
says the track is nice doesn't mean it's nice.
Fact.
No, you know what it is? It'd be one of these. In this guy's generation, you'd be in the booth spitting it your hardest, and mans are just like
100%. Guys were
looking
hungry
away.
back then,
Like
too.
we don't even understand what's going on right now. So we're just looking away.
Yep.
If it's hype, mans are fucking jumping up, but that's not even a vibe no more. How many mans are really doing it in the studio with their crew or whatever?
I feel like a
that's
lot
what
of
I'm
it
saying.
now is auto tune. Nobody's writing. They're going right in the booth and saying whatever. They're doing punch-ins all the time, which is cool. A lot of guys get creative that way. But for me, like, you know, sometimes I'll do that, but then I'll take a song back home and I'll rewrite it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to get a little bit of a rough thing down, and then I
And polish it up.
And this
polish
is
it
a
up.
real
Yeah.
story in my life.
So here's
How
the
you-
I
how you
had
direct
young
your
guru.
life?
I had young guru in my living room one time because I
Nah,
threw a
nigga,
party
nah,
with them.
bro.
You know
Oh,
what I'm
bro,
saying?
come on.
This is a true story. I swear to God, on my life. Young
How
guru.
we get to his life?
Hold on, no, but
How
it's
we
to
get
go
to
to what he
his
said.
life,
It's to go to what he said, and this is on my life. And this, I went through this, and the man told me God could strike me dead right now if it's a lie. I was like, the first question I asked the man, I was like, I didn't even fucking ask him how you do it. I'm like, yo, did Hov really do it on one take? And he's like, hell fucking no, yo. You think that's a fucking... He's like,
That's a great
the man,
question.
think about music. He's like, you have to think about the
heard it
emotion.
here
You have
first.
to think about whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Exclusive behind the scenes.
yeah,
Young guru,
you could lay it down. You could lay it down or whatever. You could do whatever in one take.
Yep.
But then you're still gonna pull it back, look at it, assess
polish it up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Polish it up
See
or
that?
whatever. So
I
it's
mean, the
never
way
really
I
one
approach
take.
everything that I do is I only have one shot at it.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm
here
saying?
to
I
play
like
devil's
that.
advocate here, like you guys are saying there's no way to get it heard, there's no way to break records, but the thing is though, you guys are specifically referring to like boom bap stuff, and it's like a lot of like that's if I'm out or if I want to hear, like what if I don't want to hear that? Because a lot of that stuff ends up like, okay, you guys like
Then,
you guys like
that's
Benny the
okay.
Butcher.
Then you're in that lane.
But you guys like
depends.
Benny the Butcher, for example. A lot of people
Yeah.
like him in that lane right now. Him
Right.
and Derringer have literally made the same beat and the same song like 15 times.
Shout out Danger though.
Yeah,
No,
shout
but
out
there's this
Derringer,
one
too.
beat. He does these like bells that are like roll.
I love
But
Danger.
hold on, here's
I love
another
It's the
thing.
same.
That's
There's
a
like
good
literally
point.
back to back every.
That's a good point.
So
There's
what
like
you're
a-
saying is this: you're saying every Griselda song sounds the same. Or
No,
every
no,
drum
specific.
beat
Like I'll
sounds
play you the
different?
clip.
No,
What
but-
happened?
I
with
know exactly where
Derringer.
he's going with it. But you
Yeah.
see, I was sitting in the studio the other day and I was watching the Conway video with West Side Guns.
Yeah.
New
And
one? Is
you
it the
notice
new
how
one?
The Paris one, Paris
The
is-
Yep.
Paris one we switched into the
Yeah,
crossover.
Shout out Conway.
So as soon
Shout
as
out
the song
Conway,
dropped,
100%.
every producer that was sitting in the room with
In
me,
my top
and
5.
shout out to Twitch, shout out to Rickshaw, like they sat there and looked at me and they go, "Where's the drums?"
Yeah.
And every producer was like, now when they hear no drums, I see them go like this now.
Cringing.
Yeah, because it's like, there's the mans who do the real essence of
Yep.
boom bap, but then now with just the loop, anybody could flip a loop.
I got to
These
keep
days,
it a
right?
buck. I think that it's extremely creative. I think that there doesn't need to be drums all the time. I feel like the way they ride that fucking beat, you don't need the drums. I
love
like
that.
I think
feel
that's
like
art.
Conway's
That's
the
art.
drums.
Yeah.
He
But
is
So I feel like
I think what you guys are
I feel like
speaking
it
to is
highlights-
this.
It highlights the
My whole
track,
point is like,
you
why
know?
would I want to hear the same
Okay,
song
and I
over
think
again?
I think what he's speaking to is this, and
Right.
the real question is this, because at one point, the boom bap would still have a club track.
Right.
See what I'm
No, not
saying?
even that. You can make boom bap beats, make it different melodies. It's
I'm just
like-
I'm just talking about my
CPU Steve
my
likes to
hip hop
dance.
history. So if I was to go through
I just go
Facts.
rock away.
if I was to go through Das Effects album, there's In Effects or When I'm Effects or whatever that song's called. You know what I'm
They
saying?
Want Effects.
If there was fucking,
But it still
if-
sounds different than the other guy.
I get it, but the whole thing is
production, I think,
there's
is
a
lazy lately.
popular
That's what I'm trying to
song
say.
made for the radio for that reason
Well,
because
that's
they
why
were
Pete Rock
signed to
did the
that
remixes.
label.
Right.
And I think that is what boom bap's not trying to do on purpose.
Yep.
But I think it's also affecting.
Well, you see,
You know
back
what I'm
then,
saying?
bag?
Pete Rock
Yeah, it's
would
affecting
release,
the bag for
Yep,
sure.
yep.
Because imagine now Benny the Butcher gets on a Pharrell or a Kanye beat.
Right.
No, but you're
That's
missing
what
the point.
Jeezy did.
Pete
Jeezy
Rock
had the
still
streets.
sounded different
You see
from
the
beat to beat.
See, Pete Rock would do one version, like, see, RZA and Pete Rock did these situations where, look at RZA did the Method Man beat, and then he got Puffy to do the next.
Exactly. You see what I'm
what I'm
saying? So
saying?
it's
But-
just
Yeah, you
like
gotta fit-
you
yeah,
have to,
that
and
was
I
that
feel like
pattern
that's
for
what's
them. Now you don't
missing.
need
It's
to really
like,
do that.
yeah, you guys could rap your ass off all day, and that is the fucking hardest thing to do in this
Yep.
genre.
Yep.
I
But
gotta find this. What I'm talking
are
about.
you
right
gonna
now.
do something to appeal to Becky in her fucking bedroom?
No, you're
Relax
missing
on
the
Becky.
point. It's not even
Relax
about
on the
making a
Becky.
club record. It's the fact that
That's
I'll
crazy.
find this clip. There's this Derringer clip of literally 10 beats that literally use the same bell pattern, and that's the whole beat. It's literally the same beat, 10
But so
different
does
songs.
dancehall. So it's like
Yeah.
Nah,
you
shout-
can make
shout
a
out
beat.
Danger.
You can make
Yep.
a beat.
Shout out
that-
Lindo
Right,
King.
I know
shout
that,
out
but it's a
Lindo
no
King,
thing.
bang,
Danger.
bang, bang. But at the same time, you can still, and I just think that's what man said. Fuck it, like we're just gonna stick to this.
I'm
BPM,
gonna-
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
stick
be
to
honest.
this. You know what I'm saying?
Griselda and all those guys, they're the reason I got off the couch.
Gangsta.
Because
Fair enough.
I saw
No,
guys,
they hit a wave. They hit a wave.
100%, and they cracked the code. I mean, they brought boom bap back to the forefront because
Right,
it
right.
wasn't around.
Exactly.
And to answer the question on, do they sound the same? Yeah,
So today,
his
literally,
style definitely sounds the same. But if you play 10 Muggs albums, they're gonna sound the same.
Okay, but yeah, that's the whole thing too.
so
It's just
tweeted
like
literally by
across your
Benny the Butcher.
style
This is
too,
yesterday.
right?
Benny the Butcher
certain
yesterday.
producers
Yeah.
have a certain pattern that they follow in everything.
Same with
they do.
certain artists,
Right.
Yep.
right? So it's just like at the end of the day, I know I can almost feel the punchline when Fab is gonna do a thing. I can feel the Pusha T pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
Pusha
So-
T, like, no, but I would never listen to a Pusha T solo album like
Relax.
that.
Pusha. Shout out Pusha
see,
T.
but
So hold on, you're riding with Jim
Why would
Jones
you-
now?
why
You'll
would
never
you-
listen
why
to a
would you-
Pusha T? Well,
why
you're
would you-
lying,
What?
fam.
Because
Stop
I-
this.
'cause I like
Let's
knowledge
remember, the first man to use popcorn in hip hop was Pusha T's. You remember?
relax.
Black Pop. You see it? This
Okay,
type
so
of
yeah,
shit
he
happens
tweeted.
So
every
Benny the Butcher,
day.
literally, this is yesterday on my
Okay.
birthday yesterday.
Benny the Butcher
Benny the
tweet.
Butcher tweets this. No, my album won't be loaded with boom bap beats. I did that already. The sound watered down too much. Y'all can have that shit.
So there you
That's
go.
what I'm saying.
That's
But
kind
you
of
see,
that's
okay.
kind of pissing on what
But
blew
you see,
you
this
up.
is the whole thing. You
But-
got to look at Benny the Butcher. though. Benny the Butcher came from the era.
Yeah, he's like 38, right?
Yeah,
38,
so he
39?
came from
Yeah.
the era before he went into this. 'Cause
He's like 2 Chainz
you
part
gotta
No, no, I think
two.
understand,
he's been
like,
rapping
he
for-
was
he's been
Ti
rapping
era.
forever,
Yeah, he
yeah.
was Ti era like that. He was the chink, like you know the chink.
It was
like
more.
that.
It was more of
Right.
West Side. No,
Right,
West
he
Side
was-
and
was around.
Conway was the rapper. West
Yeah.
Side was like his hype man originally.
No,
Yeah.
they think of it like
Benny
they're
was
West Side
like
Gun was
But
the
you see,
business.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
West
Back
Side
then-
Gun was
they
the
can rap
vision.
though. I want to hear
But
new
you got to
shit.
look at this thing with Wu Tang too. Jizza and RZA also had videos where they danced and
Yeah.
did things like.
100%.
Jizza had "Come Do Me." RZA had.
But he
Sorry,
hated it.
They
He
hated it, but
hated
they
it,
had
yeah.
to do that to get to that next
But
level.
my point
And that's
is
what they
more.
tried to make me do.
So it's not even that. It's not even crossing over.
We'll
My
come
point
right
with
back to
RZA,
that,
like
yeah.
for example, with RZA, it's like fuck the crossover shit. Even when he made 2 boom bap beats, the 2 boom bap beats were different songs. They sounded different.
100%.
That's my
Yeah.
point.
But the thing
agree
about
with you on
RZA,
that.
the
That's
thing
my
about
point. It's like
RZA
there's
too.
like I mean the producers now I think they got
Hold on,
lazy.
hold on, hold
They're
on.
making the same
Hold
beats.
on.
RZA did boom bap shit like
Yeah.
but they still sound like Bring the Ruckus does not sound like
Right, Cream.
Like-
or
Yeah,
whatever the
yeah,
case is.
Hold
like
on,
Cream,
though,
right?
let
But they're
me- can I-
both boom bap beats.
Can I
100%.
throw
I want
it
that.
I agree with.
That's
Can
what I
throw
want.
it up
Derringer
real
just made the
quick?
same
That's
beat.
like the album.
Hold up, man.
I have 6 albums about to come out right now, but the one album that I have coming out first,
Timestamp that for
right?
me, please.
The one that I have coming out first. I mean, I rap over a lot of different style boom bap beats. You know, DJ Disspare could attest to that. I
No,
mean,
and I
don't
want
stick to-
that.
Yeah, I mix it up. You know what I'm saying? I agree. Like, if you do one sound constantly, it's going to get played out, you know, but I just show them the ultimate respect because they're the first guys that could blow up doing what they started doing from the beginning.
I just
And
love
you
the
gotta
fact that
applaud
we
that,
can even
you know what
have
I'm
this
saying?
argument that hip hop's in this
Debate.
fucking place where we can be like, yo, remember when man's like, hey, man's rap like
Right.
this and fuck these niggas that
Which
rap
is
like
sick.
this, and it's just like
big
we
up
can
hip-hop.
war
No,
within
I think
ourselves.
Boom Bap
You
will
know
make a
what I'm
comeback.
saying?
I
Like,
think
I got a
Sound
perfect
different.
example. The whole West Coast movement when Eazy-E and all the Rolling Stones, that ding ding ding, ding that was
That's
in
a West Coast
every
sound, though.
living
Yeah.
like song.
Or the
is
boing,
a West
boing,
Coast-
boing,
that
boing,
dum,
Yeah,
dum,
that's
dum,
a West
dum.
Coast
It's
sound.
still there
Like,
today.
Like, you see
It's
what I'm
still
saying?
there
It's
today.
like,
You're right, you're right.
always
No,
gonna
you're right.
hear it.
Yeah.
And you know who's the
It's never
godfather
gonna
of that
change.
sound?
And baby, that's why Derringer did what he does, because now every time you hear those bells,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
you know,
it.
Yeah, you're right. You know, fair
The
enough. You're right.
godfather
Hold
of
on,
the
hold
West
on,
Coast
hold on,
sound
hold
is
on,
George
hold on.
Clinton. And
Can I? He is. You're
Yeah.
right. That is George Clinton.
over
Can I
2,000
say this though?
2,000
and then we
samples
can
in his
move
life.
back over to my man here because we kind of went.
Yeah, no,
All
but
the way
he
left.
was in it with us, you know.
I'm
like,
in it, I'm in it.
you know what
We
I'm
know,
saying?
but I want to get the
Pause.
history out a little bit.
yeah.
Easy with the pluses.
I said he was in it with us. I gotta say, pause.
No, 'cause I know, like
What I'll say to
you're
you
saying
though,
that.
CPU Steve, what I will say just to kind of, because we did talk about it a little bit, Derringer, yes, he may have the same bell patterns or whatever, but as he just said, the times have changed. The music has to be produced a lot faster and put out for these guys to even keep up with these
No, it
young
doesn't.
guys.
No, it
Hold
doesn't.
on,
People have
hold
no
on,
attention
bro. Let
span
me
anymore.
talk.
You're
nigga.
right. You're right. You gotta
Hold
flood
on.
You got to post content every day.
You know what I'm saying? The content has to come out. So Derringer might, and again, shout out to Derringer. Derringer might have the same bell pattern for something, knowing that Wes is gonna come with something different.
Like
Benny's gonna
Zay
come
Tobin,
with
how many
something
beats did he
different.
do for Gucci in a row, right? And it got
I'm
shit
just
got
saying,
watered down. Yeah.
things might get like that sometimes. But again, shout out to Derringer. Derringer beats are
100%.
fire, nigga.
Love
fire.
Derringer. Yeah,
Oh,
fire.
hold on. Doesn't
One more.
DJ Premier doesn't have fucking straight pop beats that he's made?
Yeah.
100%.
Christina Aguilera, bro.
Exactly my motherfucking point, nigga. So
Yeah.
if you want to be the man in your genre, at some point you're gonna have to step outside your fucking
Look at
Yeah,
shell
but-
and say,
Yep.
yo,
Look at
I'm
Pharrell.
not
Look at
gonna wear a
Pharrell ever
shiny
hate on
suit,
Yep.
but I'm gonna do.
And that's pretty
You're
much
all
what
I
Benny's
need,
tweet
Mary
just
J.
said.
Blige and Method Man. You're
Right.
gonna do a fucking.
That pretty much sums up the tweet right there.
But
Exactly.
DJ Premier actually, when he did the Christina Aguilera shit, actually still kept his like
No,
soul.
because
You know,
what,
like, it
what
still
I feel
sounded
like
dope.
Benny was saying
Yeah,
is
he
like,
did a
what
lot
could
of things
Benny
with other
really
people.
achieve other than what he has in the genre
He's
that
trying to
he
level up
did?
a little
He
bit.
mashed it down.
Yeah.
Like, let's keep it real. He was a trailblazer. He
Yep.
came through, fucked it up, did songs with everybody,
Yep.
and
Shout
then
out
now
to
he's like,
Butcher. Shout out
fuck
to
it.
Butcher,
I
nigga.
did that already. Let me try something new. I think that's
100%.
what he's saying. He's never gonna give up on that shit.
At the end
he's
of the
gonna
day-
have six, 7 songs on his album that's
100%.
still like that. Let's
Yep.
keep it real.
Yeah,
you
for
know
sure.
what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
Look
it's
at
just
Guru.
like I think
Yep.
he's trying to get that out to the people. It's like,
It's
yeah,
about
guys,
generational wealth,
boom
too,
bap
you know
is
what I'm
it,
saying? You
but
only get one shot
even
at
Redman
making
had
the
fucking
paper.
commercial tracks, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna get the boom bap, but give something to the gallum. Give something to the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mix it up.
Redman
Guru-
still, I don't think
Guru
Redman
did a
still
whole
kept himself.
careers
though.
of boom bap,
Himself.
and then he turned around and did a Jazzmatazz album.
Exactly,
Like, you know what I mean?
exactly, exactly.
Lil Wayne went and did his rock band stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Public
Don't be
Enemy.
afraid to check
MOP
yourself
did the rock
artistically.
album too.
Yeah,
100%.
So the moral of all of this is
Check yourself artistically.
check yourself artistically,
And Ice
as
Cube,
OG
at the end of the
says.
day.
Syndicate.
And sometimes you may have to step out of your comfort zone to get that little bag.
100%.
Right? But you didn't want to do that 20 years ago.
I wouldn't. You could.
$1,500 you got signed.
Yes, sir.
You handed in 2 albums. I'm trying to go back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, correct.
Going off on a tangent. So what happened with the label after that?
They shelved my material.
So you were put on the back
And I'm
shelf.
going to keep it a buck. Like,
Who was in charge of
I
that?
was
Who
very,
was in charge
I was
of
very
that?
tied up in street life at the time.
Okay, so you're in the streets.
I was in the streets heavy at the time.
But who
label
shelved
didn't
you?
like that?
Who shelved you?
Well, basically, what happened is SPG just didn't put out the records because it wasn't the sound they wanted. You know what I'm saying?
And they were a house label, right? You
And I'm
said,
gonna
you
keep it a
mentioned?
buck. Like I was saying, I was caught up in street life. And you know, I was.
So you weren't trying to convince them, basically.
Not really, man. I was missing sound checks. I was doing dumb shit.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
So-
Because there always is something in between that. You know?
And I'm pretty transparent about my life, so I'll tell you this: the party, the bitches, the money, and the cocaine took the music away from me for like 20 years.
Jeez.
Fuck, man.
Right? And like I was just saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I just celebrated 8 years clean on May 10th.
Congratulations.
Big
bro.
up to me for that
yourself,
one.
yes.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
for real,
And,
yes.
Man, don't know.
but I mean, you know, I've seen a lot of friends die along the way, and you know, I still have friends dying. You know, whether they're getting killed or overdosing or whatever the case is. I've been to like 27 funerals in the last
That's
5
crazy,
years.
bro.
You know what I'm
Fuck.
saying? So just to go back, I mean, I was fucking up. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what would you say to the youths? Like, what would you tell the youths right now? Like, youths
Get off the
watching.
fucking drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, lean is acceptable, and really, like, you might as well be snorting fentanyl.
Yeah.
It's just, it looks different. It's the way it's presented.
Yeah, it's,
Right.
it's like
It's like eating opioids, right? You get it from the doctor, it's okay.
It's
It looks
liquid
like
heroin.
a pill.
it's
You know what I'm
heroin.
saying?
Yeah, but the
Percocet, for
average
example.
youth's mind doesn't.
I mean, when I got sober, bro, I was eating 25 Percocets a day.
Jeez.
What?
Yeah, 5 at a time.
That's chiclets.
And I'm 6'3" and 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you know, I'm very grateful to be alive, because when I say I've been through it, I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? So,
But
What
see,
we-
being able to stop, like, it's like it shows that if you're like that, like down, you can stop like anyone could if they really had the willpower,
100%,
right?
man.
So,
You just gotta want it. Like,
So,
and
Yeah,
you
you
know,
really
I'm a
just
guy.
gotta
I'm a
want
guy
it.
that I always try to save people, but I learned as I got older that people got to save themselves.
Exactly.
yeah, I can help you, but you have to like meet me somewhere.
gotta
That's
want
just-
I
that.
can lead you to water, bro, but I
it's
can't
not
make you
even
drink,
meet
you know
me.
what I'm
It's
saying?
you come to me, then I'll take you the rest of the way.
100%.
It doesn't
what
have to
I'm
be. You
saying?
could even reach out, but they still have to go like
They
recognize
gotta lean
that.
on you first.
You need to want it. You need
They
to
gotta
want it.
lean
You
on
just
you
said it.
first.
That's
They
the
have to
bottom
want
line.
the help. Exactly.
If
Like
you
I
don't
just,
lean
I
on
lost
me,
my
I'm not
nephew. I
helping.
lost my nephew 2 years ago to fentanyl.
Rest in peace.
His death date was
R.I.P.
yesterday.
Can
You know
we
what I'm
have a
saying?
moment of silence for him right now,
100%.
yo?
Man, fuck.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
You can shout him out. Shout
Yeah,
out,
shout
your
out
nephew.
Dylan. You know what I'm saying?
Don't know.
Yeah, so it's heavy the shit though. I mean, the streets are real, and you know it's not a game, and it's like that's what I put in my music, because I'm sick of the glorification of drug dealing. I'm sick of the glorification of murdering people. Feel what I'm saying? And like this drill shit. I mean, all these kids are dying for no reason, bro.
Yeah, and
It
it's
is
just
getting
like
out of control.
it's too
For no
it-
reason.
It's
Guys
too
are,
easy to
guys
see.
are murdering mans for a bill.
It's too easy to see how these labels
They're
are.
doing it for online clout.
It's
I
too
think, more
easy to
than-
see how these labels are picking artists though at the same time.
Right.
You know, they're not going to the Childish Gambinos. They're not going to the fucking like Tribe Called Quest
feel like
of
they
the
are.
day.
I feel like
Yeah,
they are.
but it's not like that's
It's
not
just
the
what's
stuff
more
that's
popular right
that's
now.
yeah exactly. But what's gun violence is always going to be popular. So if a label's
Well,
going to
right.
put
I mean,
money
you
into
know,
that,
prisons
you know what I mean?
is a for-profit business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I can't remember a podcast I was watching recently where it said all of the people that were running hip hop 40 years ago, let's say, they were all called to have a meeting at this house. And when they got to the house, they were basically told, if you don't start promoting crime, we're not going to pop like it's popping. So they had choices, you know what I'm saying? And the people that ran the record labels were all in cahoots with it.
That's crazy.
But it
Put it
wasn't
in the
just
music.
crime.
We'll put them in prison. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the hood when you're a kid. You know, you're in a square box, you're in a square block. And, you know, it's all concrete. All the doors are steel.
You're fucking
preparing
me
you
up
for
right
prison,
now,
bro.
dog. You're fucking me up. Hey, you know why you're fucking me up? Because I've said this before. It's obviously an agenda, right?
100%.
So it's
If
been-
the top
modern-
man, if the top
what it
man
is
at the
modern
hold on,
day
if the top
slavery.
man at the list of the streaming list
Yep.
is talking about kill your fucking ops
Yep.
and your op could be your brother, it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying.
And
You're
the
gonna see
crazier you
it's
are, the
almost
looser
like
you
it's
are, the
almost
better.
like it's almost like it's a commercial for jail.
Well, half
like
of the
join
stuff-
the army commercial for
You're
jail,
right,
yo.
right.
What's
And
that
tell
about-
on yourself at the same time. Like
Yeah,
while
yeah,
you
right.
did that,
If
tell
you
on yourself.
dry
Just like
snitch all
Look
you
at rock
want,
music.
exactly.
Did we see that in rock music?
Never.
You just saw them die off overdoses though.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
never
But they weren't
murders.
killing each
Yeah,
other.
never
Hey, bro.
murders.
And it's the same thing when I get mad when they say, you're too old to be an artist right now.
Oh,
Right?
whatever.
But here's the thing.
if you look at the lineage of black music, we've been killing each other since like James Brown. Like James Brown used to walk around with shotguns, shooting that man's
But
in
he
the
was
club.
just a product of his environment.
Exactly.
Well, it's actually it's funny because
exactly,
Shout
people
out
know,
James Brown.
like for
Which-
you,
yeah.
all these things that people
R.I.P.
say like that are like with come off as conspiracy theorist shit that people just like swipe under the table. It's like then you remember it's like, oh no, they literally allowed
Right.
crack to be sold on purpose. Like the
Exactly.
CIA allowed it, right?
They
It's
put
like
crack in the hood to destroy black neighborhoods, bro.
yeah, literally.
So-
That's what it was
I
designed
think
for.
what social media did was it showed them
To
that
sell weapons to
controlling the
Iran, right?
mind
Yep.
can happen outside of drugs. So it's
Yep.
like you seen at one point Molly stopped selling. Cocaine, it was always there, but it wasn't selling like it was.
whatever
You see what I'm
agenda
saying?
they're pushing
And
that
then
time.
all of a sudden,
about
these
all that.
pills just fucking came out of nowhere and fucking took off.
Oxycontin.
See what I'm saying? People were treating pills like coke, chopping it up, sniffing it, all types of crazy shit,
Because
just
all that
because they wanted to feel that old coke feel.
all
They're
that
not
stuff
doing
is
coke
there.
anymore.
I'm gonna
You
tell
know
the
what I mean?
story now because I'm not gonna get in trouble for it because it's a
Story
long time
time.
ago.
Okay,
All
alright,
alleged.
alright.
Don't
So,
worry,
yeah.
nigga. It's
Yeah,
all
I'm saying.
good.
Hashtag
But
alleged.
It's just
All
weird how that
alleged.
works.
I
you
had
know?
I've done a lot of things in my life. right?
Allegedly.
And 20 some odd years ago, one of my boys was a counselor at a youth jail.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
He says, "Bro, you should come and try and work with the kids." You know what I'm saying? Because I've always liked to work with the kids because my childhood was so fucked up. You feel me?
Right.
So I've always had a thing to work with the kids and shit like that. So he says to me, they're hiring at my work. Why don't you just copy my resume and shit? We'll put your name on it. We'll try a thing.
I've never met a man that would ride for me like that.
Right?
Copy
Like
and
that.
paste my resume, dog.
That's what he did for me.
Yo, that's
right?
hard still.
So he did that for me, and I went to the interview, and I killed the interview. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up being a youth counselor.
Sick.
Right?
Sick.
And fuck, there was a reason I brought that up, and the weed made me forget. What were we just talking about before that?
We're talking about the kids doing the drugs like it's new, like doing coke. I
Yeah,
mean, doing
the
fentanyl
pill.
like
Oh,
it's, you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short, there was an autistic kid in there.
Yes.
Fucked me up. I was sitting at the table. I wasn't paying attention.
Clapped you.
Grabbed my arm. He was only playing around. Very strong kid. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Ripped my whole rotator cuff apart.
Jesus.
Holy fuck.
I have two
believe
failed
that. You niggas
surgeries
know.
now. Right? So I'm on WSIB. I get this doctor. He's an ex-penitentiary doctor. It gets good from here.
You're like,
You don't
yo,
gotta be
I'll
really
send you a
good.
change if you say, yo, I can taste metal only from that beak in my
I had
neck.
to
Yeah?
take a drink for that. This motherfucker now, and no cap, okay, on my kid's eyes, was prescribing me 500 Oxy 80s a month,
Fucking hell.
500 Percocets.
Fuck
He was giving me fucking Seroquel to sleep.
Fucking
Yes, I was doing that dance. I bought a house, 3 Harleys, 2
Oh,
cars.
see?
I had a pop
See?
it,
Niggas
right?
was looking at me
Jesus
like I'm crazy because I'm dancing. But
when we're
he was
talking about-
dancing, bro. He was dancing.
I was dancing. I was no word of a
MC
lie.
Hammer.
$40,000 a month profit. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
I did that for 5 years. What do I have to show for it? Nothing. I have no cartilage in my nose. But I mean, it was fun while it lasted. But what I'm getting
So
at
hold
is,
on, how many years was that run though?
well, that run lasted
5
about
years?
5 to 6 years.
Allegedly.
And it was back in, I would say, around
So, yo,
2001.
the joke about it is the
Allegedly,
average
facts.
NFL career is 5 to 6 years.
Right.
So it's just like if you're gonna join the game or you're gonna join the league, you're
Yeah.
either gonna leave both of those fucked up without no bread and your body's fucked and everything's fucked.
100%,
So pick which
right?
one's gonna
Easy
work for
Easy
you
money
best.
don't last, bro.
Yeah,
A lot of
exactly.
these guys don't tell these youths that, like, if you go to jail, you lose this, you lose your rights to leave, you lose a lot of stuff. I went to jail in 2003, got out in 2004, finally now able to try and leave.
Big up for that.
Hey, Canada,
Yeah,
or-
Yo.
help yourself,
Yeah,
my
you
guy.
can't, like, to leave the
Go to
the state.
Dominican, fam.
Yeah.
Have a
Oh,
good
yeah, don't
time.
play.
2014,
Yeah, facts.
I got stabbed 5 times on the heart, survived that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
The heart?
In
Oh,
the
yeah,
heart.
had a
Yep.
quadruple bypass. I got stabbed by
Who's,
main
where's
artery.
that nigga right now?
And I was living in
Well,
Winter-
you're
Rest
right
in
in.
peace.
And
See,
you
you're
know,
right in.
things, like I said, things happen. Long story short, karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
But a lot of things in life that people don't understand is that if you don't have to do what you got to, like, I had to stick to my point where I got stabbed, and then I'm like, my boy's like, you want to ride? I'm like, no. You want to do it? I was like, no. And he's like, what? I go, dude, we've been doing that shit for fucking years.
You went through the
I'm
A-boogie.
tired of this
You
shit.
went through the A-boogie.
Like,
Facts.
now I'm going to change. Like, I got to help people.
He's
can't
like, I
do
Yeah,
eat
man.
different.
Like, I
I
can't
live
do this no
different now. Yeah.
because after you get a second chance in life, and then I was a part of the opiate shit. I was part of the stuff before I got hurt. And then as soon as it happened, the doctor's like, here. I'm like, nah. They're like, I'm gonna just smoke weed. I'm gonna just do things, and then my
Yeah.
boys taught me weed, and then they taught me mushrooms.
Where's your people them from though? Like your
Natural
lineage,
shit.
like where you from?
St.
Like
Vincent.
St. Vincent. So you went back to the natural remedies, them. I lie.
Everything.
They're
Tea,
kinda
herbal
scary.
tea every morning.
Everything
Yes,
to the-
you're
and I
drinking
did
every
everything
bush.
A holistic thing.
cold
Yeah,
talks
yeah.
without actually taking any
You gotta
painkillers.
Facts.
talk into the mic, brother. Into the mic.
Without taking
Because that's
painkillers for
just
9
poison,
years.
bro. They're poisoning us.
The fact that's crazy how much they prescribed you per month.
Yeah,
the
that is
part,
insane.
The part that's
So
scary,
here's the better part of that,
The part that's
though.
scary is like,
It
what
got
if
to
someone
the
did
point.
take that?
This
themselves,
doctor was
like-
so scared of me. Okay, I could go in his office and say, "I want this, this, and this." He's like, "No problem."
For
he
how
was right
long?
to
That was within
That
the
lasted
6
for
years.
6 years. Now the man had allegedly. The man now had this iguanin. He either had to leave his practice, or they were taking it away, because he made my whole neighborhood into junkies.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh no! And you were the fucking
That's
Even the
Franklin.
soccer moms reading this shit.
This is fucking the white Franklin Saint right here.
Oh, the
Give it up,
soccer moms
give
are the
it
ones
up,
that do
give
the
it up.
most in the States, though.
Allegedly, fact.
No, but
That's
here's
what
the
stays the
thing,
biggest
though.
problem.
Here's the thing. If you can fucking, it's like sobriety, like mind, body, and soul type shit is what you're explaining.
I mean,
to
I
us.
still smoke weed, but I mean, I
No,
haven't
it's
had
not
a
even
drink.
that. It's not
Yeah.
even that, because weed is it's a cleanser, you know.
Facts.
You know, fire. You see what I'm
It's
saying?
medicine for me.
Medicine.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
always I thought, but yeah, unless you smoke grabba like
No,
me.
yeah,
but
I like the
at the
grabba
end of
too.
the day, it's this. It's like you're really explaining to us that you went from like the depths of life,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're like, yo, I'm gonna teach about the depths of life, because
Right.
it's like you don't really want it, fam. You don't want to go through the looking over your shoulder every day and
no one
fucking-
from my generation is living in $1 million crib with 12 cars and fucking bitches saying the royal penis is clean, your highness.
Say that again. Say that again for
The
the
shit,
Houston, please.
There's no happy ending to the street life. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what
You're
I'm
gonna
trying to say
There's
to
three
you.
endings: jail,
Exactly.
institutions,
Exactly.
and death.
Exactly.
And that's all there is.
Facts.
That's
Exactly.
there is. And
'Cause
if you
there's
want
no-
to show
yeah.
me your OG that's living the life, he ain't living the life. He's on the run. He's got 12 cell phones. He's fucking ducking and diving and dodging. And I'm saying,
He only goes
when you're-
outside
when
once
you're
in a
really
while.
in street life and you've been in the trap for 10 years and you see shit going in, it's not the life that you want. Trust me.
Hold on, but you know what a lot of retirement for the OGs is right now too, if they did make it,
Yep.
is the truck driving.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
I know a lot
about.
of guys
Trucking
that are driving
company.
trucks. Yeah, yeah.
Or driving buses.
Yeah.
Oh, like,
Or driving a bus, whatever. They own it. They own the bus, but
Yes,
this
sir.
is, you know, so
Trying
did
to
they
think
really
of the name
end?
of the
Yo,
company.
no, it's like, let's
Big
not
up,
get-
big up Davy Tree
Man
Service.
said bus.
Okay,
Man said
okay,
he
you
owns the
gotta
bus.
relax. You gotta
said he owns
relax.
a bus,
Don't
a
pick up
TTC
nobody.
thing.
Man,
I'm not trying to tell nobody.
Trinidad, bro.
Man franchise the bus.
You know,
Really?
so for example, right? I
He's
have a
driving
song.
the truck. Did it end? I don't know, but he's driving the
But he's
truck and he's
driving,
a
he's
jet
driving,
now. You
he's
got
driving.
kids playing football and
Hold
shit.
on,
You
guys.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Hold
fuck.
on, and I want to speak to the people right now. We spoke off of camera, and that was the premise that I wanted to kind of
Right,
get to
yeah.
the kids. And I'm glad that you two kind of gave us two different perspectives of this,
Right.
especially with the drug use and being
Yep.
prescribed that much, as CPU Steve.
Yeah,
just
that's the
said.
scary
It's
part. Like, yo, I would
fucking
even
crazy.
prescribe that to them, to
That's
one person. That's like
crazy,
you're because if you took it, they're making you an
I'm
addict.
gonna keep it a buck. My mother went into that doctor's office and said, "You're killing my son."
That's fucking
Yeah.
nuts, bro.
You know what the doctor said to my mother? He's a big boy. He'll figure it out.
Okay, so Little X, you heard it here right now. It's not even about the rap no more. This guy needs a 8 series YouTube thing. You see what I'm saying? No, real thing. You know what I'm saying? Set him up like Meech. You see what I'm saying? Because mans have real stories to tell, fam. And if it's like,
Well, wisdom to
if the
spread.
system is really doing this to people, giving you fucking 10 million fucking pills for a 3-week
Yeah,
span.
man. Now
You know
I'm
what I'm
gonna say
saying?
one more thing to the youth.
Please.
As an OG, I apologize to your generation. I'm gonna tell you why. My generation made your mom strip.
Yo,
They put your moms on dope.
yo,
They put your mom on the corner.
yo.
They didn't pay child support.
Batteries.
They didn't come
Relax.
see you all. You know what I'm
Yo.
saying? They didn't check for you. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? And
No
I
game.
apologize because
No game.
because we didn't know what we were doing, man. We were just out there trying to get it in. You know what I'm saying? and the reality is we need see I have another little company called Bridging the Gap, right? And I'm trying to bridge the gap between the guys that are my age and the younger generation because there's a big break there. You know what I'm saying? And listen,
But
I'll
a lot-
say
a
another
lot of
thing.
that too
A wise
boils down
man
to-
learns from his mistakes.
Yeah,
And a wiser man learns from another man's mistakes.
right.
I like that.
But
You know
the
what
whole
I'm saying?
thing is though that generation and your generation, because you're telling me from 89,
Yep.
you're on road, right?
Yeah, I was 12 years old.
12 years old on road, right? So it's like,
First apartment at 14.
you've went through decades of the game. You've seen the transition of different people, different whatever, right?
Yep.
And there was OGs in 89.
There was.
There were guys telling you how
And we
to
looked up
move,
to
what
them,
to
and
do.
they helped
Exactly.
us out, bro.
But I did notice that, and I brought that up on the show before, is that like Jay-Z and them wasn't really looking out for nobody else. You see what I'm saying? Like,
No.
how long was it
Yo,
before?
why is he on Jay today?
No, because think
did
about
you
it.
say?
No, hold on. No, I
No,
love
no,
Jay-Z.
take him off.
I love Jay-Z. But why
Same
aren't
with me, I
you?
love
Why aren't
Jay-Z.
you putting?
Shout out
Why aren't
Jay-Z.
you putting your
I
blessing
fucking
behind
hate Jay-Z.
Cameron?
Right.
Why
Say that
are you?
again?
Why are you even showing that divide?
Right.
Why aren't you putting your blessing on diplomats? Why aren't you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of that shit happened.
How did he not?
Hold on. A lot of that shit happened from, I would say, 95 to 2005.
Right.
So that whole generation that was either coming up at that time or born at that time, they're different, fam. They're
Yeah,
different,
100%.
fam.
It was
You know
a
what I'm
different
saying?
time.
Like,
It was a different time.
and it's just like, it comes from no guidance. Some of these kids' guidance was Dragon Ball
you see-
Z.
okay.
You see what I'm saying?
And,
Like,
and
But you
the
see,
younger
for us-
kids.
All right.
Sorry,
but
go on, Disspare.
to back his whole play. Back then, they didn't want guys like us doing the music. They want guys who look like us doing
Facts.
the music.
Very good.
Right?
Bravo.
And
to
I'm
that.
not going to
That's
say
Van
names,
Winkle?
but
That's
there's a lot of
facts.
rappers
say
in
names.
this
No,
game
no, say names.
that-
bro.
Bro.
look
Say your name,
look like, you know, there's certain people that played the part right.
Relax,
Say who?
in a certain
relax,
things.
let him talk.
Say
Okay,
one
now I'll
name.
show you straight up. Mood Rough was one of the groups that came out of Winnipeg.
Yep.
There is a Caucasian rapper and a black rapper. They did amazing rooms, but they're in the Fringe festivals. They're doing all these different things on stuff, and that's what they made the pillar of hip hop to be a part of.
Right.
Same thing with Cardinal, Choclair, Socrates, everybody. They had their lanes,
Big up Cardinal.
but they were never in the underground spots like Mad Child, Snack the Ripper,
Right.
all those other guys who literally started from riding each other and riding on tours with each other to doing hotel and money and
Teamwork
whatever
makes the
things.
dream work,
A
man,
lot
and
of
I
people,
feel
you got to look
like
at the
that
difference.
doesn't
'cause
exist
I live in
anymore
Winnipeg for years, but I've lived out here and I lived from when I was 9
But
up.
is the difference in that, like, in
The whole difference is this: more Caucasian that way, more black this way. In a room out here, you have maybe one or two white guys in a room with black guys.
But
In Winnipeg, it would be me and the opposite.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Going out further, it would be the same type of way.
So they're looking
it's
at
not
it
in
as a
any
money
bad
thing.
way. It's just
Always a
how the
money thing, yeah.
demographic works now is who's actually working with who and stepping out of boundaries.
Yeah.
Out here, how many people you actually know hang out with a lot of group of different peoples because I don't hang out with this ends. I don't
But
move
is
with this
that not the
sides.
difference between independent and major?
But you see,
Like, is that what you're talking about?
it's cutting. What I'm
independent
saying
and
is,
major-
No,
so
graphics
when
in
the
general.
major guys are being pushed by the labels on stuff, the independent wasn't getting the knowledge that they have. So now we have the knowledge now. What are we doing with it? But we're still trying to compete with the majors. Why?
Yeah.
You know, if you could get,
I
if
don't
you get
think
your
man's
sound
are
I'm gonna
competing
be
as
honest,
much as
right?
they
Like,
used to.
Shout
as
out
an
to Little
artist right
SB.
now that's doing it out here and trying to get it in, I'm not trying to be the Migos or Drake or none of that shit. I don't care to get to that level. Because I've been
No, fair. Having a
listen,
career
and I'm gonna
music
be honest.
is hard.
I do this for the love of hip hop, bro.
Yes.
Right? So like when it comes to boom bap, it's a whole different situation, bro. Like the connections that I've made and the people that I've been working with, like shout out people like RJ Payne, shout out Vinny Idol, Terror Van
Shout
Poo,
out
Spitting
Vinny
Gems.
Right.
I worked with the most elite in my category, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing it to be a millionaire. If I can survive off hip hop, bro, I'm winning, bro.
So
That's
hold on.
okay.
That's
I've
the
been,
bottom
hold
line.
on
I've been
now.
talking about this.
So if Drizzy calls you for the feature, you're not doing it?
100%. 100%.
But that's still for the
Hold
love
on,
of
though.
hip-hop.
Hold on.
Still
I'm
for
only
love of
going to do it.
hip-hop.
Hold on.
I'm
You're
only
gonna try
going
to
to do
rap
it. I'm
Drake.
only going to do it if
See-
Bishop gives him back the watch he took in the dice game.
Whoa.
Anybody know about that?
Yeah, I know
Not
about
too much
that.
on Drake.
Shout out
Shout out
Bishop
Drake. though.
Brigante.
Shout out Bishop too.
See,
Fans,
I
facts.
know about that.
But Bishop is a perfect example of a guy that found a lane and a specific thing and like kept stick to his
100%.
roots.
And has a core.
But you're right. I've been
Bishop
talking
and I
about
did a few
this.
shows together years ago, and I believe we shared the same DJ, Spence Diamond. Shout out Spence Diamonds.
Spence
But you gotta
Diamond.
look back
You know
then
what I'm
too.
I used to live in the same building as that.
Shout
nigga
out Spence
still.
Diamonds.
Oh,
Third
Back
floor,
then,
third
one of
floor.
the biggest rappers that was doing stuff was like
Third
Kish.
floor.
Kish turned around and started working for Disney and stuff. You see, like certain people did voiceovers and stuff and started making money.
So I prime example. I did
Getting a
voiceovers
decent
too.
livable wage off music alone should
In the
be
early
accessible.
2000s,
Not
I
really.
did all of the
Should be
commercials
accessible as well.
for
if you're good at
President's
it.
Choice.
You were the President's
I
Choice
did
voice?
the voices. Dave's Doppelgold.
Yo,
That's why I want to tap in, is because a lot of rappers like him now are actually doing voiceovers. There's a lot of guys who are
I'm
doing.
loving it.
they're
Yeah.
reinventing
And I
themselves.
feel
Yeah,
like,
look at Pusha T.
man. I mean, look, this is the way I see it. I talked about a bit of my story and, getting clean and getting off the street and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Losing a lot of motherfucking friends. And I mean, I'm at a point, I've been clean 8 years. I'm a married man. I live right on the boardwalk. I can sleep with my door open. I got my little 2 dogs. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of dogs?
And that's all I really need in life, bro. For me, it's about peace of mind. I mean, yeah, I love my jewelry and my shoes like everybody else, but I mean, that's not what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's true.
No, you shining though.
and I'm always talking to youth when I talk, because if you go to jail, who's gonna take care of your mom dukes? Like, who's gonna be around to, you know what I'm
Tell me
saying?
about
If
it,
you're the
fam.
man of the house and you're going to jail, you're gonna fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying?
But
And
sometimes too, do you want to have the mentality if people died while you were in there and you could even be there for them?
that too.
That's
that
the
too.
biggest thing.
That's the
You know,
worst
one of my
hurt. That's
homies,
the worst
one of
hurt.
my shout out Abdullah Hussein. We grew up hanging out on Bleecker together, and
Bleecker, man.
when his father passed away, he was incarcerated, right? So
It's crazy.
it's hard.
It's a different life, kids. That's what he's trying to tell you.
Yeah, it's
Me,
not a
it's
good
like,
life.
what you said earlier, it's like when you were apologizing to the youth, it's almost like you put them in you were almost like saying sorry because you put them in an environment that like they were like
We
almost like
contributed.
put to
We
put to the
created
failure,
the
right?
environment they grew up in.
And that's
bro.
like fucked up to realize that, but it's
We
like,
created it.
It's crazy.
and I'm happy that you're helping because I feel like it needs to happen more.
Yeah, man.
There needs
Shout
to
out,
be
shout out my man
more
Turk too,
OGs.
because Turk does a lot of stuff for the kids. We all know Turk from TNT, Big Up Regent Park. You know what I'm saying? And he does the boxing camp for the kids every summer. Holds that down. He also does the need a coat, take a coat, have a coat, leave a coat. Racks all over the city where people can drop off clothes. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I don't really talk about this, but like, me and my homie over there, T-Dot's Finest. I mean, we met doing overdose prevention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's not long ago. So
Shout out
I'm
to
really
you
out there.
Finest.
Shout
That was good. When people say, like, I wanna
DJ
actually help, but
T-Dot's
then, like,
finest.
Some people say they
He
want to
doesn't
help,
have
but
a
it's like,
siren right now.
it's like it's
People
a wolf
talk a
tickets,
lot.
right? Like
Yeah,
it's a wolf
man.
tickets, and it's like, yo, let me just go and actually like
You know what I'm
you're doing
saying? And the
something.
life is grimy out there. I mean, a lot. Again, to the kids.
Well, you see how
When
many
you fucking
people,
lose it all, and you're living on the block, and you got to find a shelter to stay in, and you're getting chewed up by bed bugs, and the guy beside you fucking has a 12-inch knife, and he's been on meth for 3
Right.
weeks.
Jeez.
You got to really reconsider your
Scenarios.
life.
Say, but you see-
Scenarios
you
for
see,
ya.
some people sugarcoat the streets, but sometimes it's like how many
know
times
who
I was sitting in a chop one time, and the man comes in the window, sticks his hand in, and then I'm like, "What are you doing?" And then he's like, "Oh." And the next the Zacto comes up, and I'm rolling up a window.
Right.
Like, it's just like, okay, is it my face or let the shit drop? You
Yep,
know what I'm
facts.
saying? And he would have jerked my eye out or whatever, but the guy was really hungry for it. We tried to kick in his door. They had that shit bolted. There was 6 men trying to kick in his door. It was like ridiculous, man. Like,
Alleged. Listen, kids, we're here for the OGs today. If
and
any
when you
kids
go
watching.
through these stupid things in life, and then you sit back later and go, "Why was I doing that? What was the purpose of it?"
At some extent, stupid things make you a smart person.
Facts.
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? No,
It's funny you say that because I always
look how
say-
smart you are now,
this
fam.
is what I
Think
say.
about how smart you are now, fam.
I'm the smartest dumb guy you'll ever meet.
Exactly. But what these guys are trying to say is, yo,
Basically take
listen
lessons
to
where you learn.
this is all an OG is.
It's the OG
Listen to the
episode
dumb shit.
today.
Listen to the dumb shit I did. Cause it's exactly like the dumb shit you're gonna do.
Facts.
So
100%.
listen to that and move it a little more, or don't do it.
Yeah.
Move it a little more sly if you're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say a
Don't
story of how I
fucking
met
take
this
that
guy?
shit if you're gonna sell it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just move it fucking sense, fam.
And don't be afraid to tell your youths. Like, people sugarcoat their lives to their kids. Don't do that.
Nah.
I
See,
told my
that's
kids
what
straight
social
up,
media does.
I did this. Don't
Social
do that.
media shows you the success, but they don't show you the fucking work it took
The
to
hard
get there.
times. Yeah.
Oh God.
Right.
Kids nowadays, they live in an imaginary land, bro, where Instagram is everything.
My mommy shits money.
But how many guys can how many guys can they go dap up on the block?
Yeah. No, I wanna speak to, bro, and I know we went off on
This
a
guy's
tangent.
crazy.
Hold on,
This guy's
guys,
crazy.
fellas. Let me
Order
get
in the
this.
court.
Order, yes.
My
I
mom
wanna speak
shits
to,
money, Jesus Christ.
a little bit more of your history, but I know
Yeah.
we went through it.
Yeah,
I want to get to what you're doing now.
I'm
But
fully transparent with my life. I got
before
nothing
I
to hide,
say
so-
that, before
Yeah.
I get to what you're doing now,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna wrap it up for you guys.
that's the best pre-roll I've ever seen. By the
I
way,
know it's nice,
Yeah.
bro. It's heavy right now. Man. It's heavy
So
right
pass it, fam.
Nah,
Warm to this bro, yo. Yo, warm to this guy, yo. It's heavy, yo. I gotta put it down. Nigga.
Two eye
Yeah,
counts
no,
for
yo,
random.
he's gonna get him off. No grava. He doesn't want it. He don't want it. No grava.
So when you said working with the youth, bro, that really like
Yeah.
hits me because that's something I
You
do.
took by
You know
more
what I'm
weed
saying?
after
On a
this,
regular
though.
basis. So I do
Yeah.
want to kind of congratulate you for even choosing to do something like that. A lot of guys don't do that,
Yeah,
especially these
for
OGs,
sure.
as we were just saying.
Yeah.
So with that said,
I'm the kind of guy I feel. Sorry to cut you off, but
No, go ahead.
I get a lot more out of giving than receiving.
and that's a good way to live.
100%.
It will come back to you, and I'll say that
100%
right now.
treat people the way you want to be treated.
Exactly.
Facts.
So with that said, I want you to let the people know
Mm-hmm.
what you got going on right now. I want to know shows. I want to know singles that are out. I want to
Okay,
know
so
what you got.
Okay, right now I got a song out called "The Warriors" with Tara Van Poo. Friend of mine from the Bronx, amazing artist, does all his work with Vinny Idol, who produced most of the D Block stuff.
Okay.
Also got a track out with my partner, bro. This dude I met, and we became real close, and I consider him like a brother now. You know what I'm saying? That's Pete Powers, also from the Bronx. Made me an official affiliate of Marshall Wall, which is a unit out of the Bronx, New York. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very grateful to be accepted with them.
Big up yourself.
I got a track coming out with RJ Payne,
Sick.
which is called Psychopath Talk. Everything I do too is all mixed, mastered, and engineered at Utopia in Scarborough.
Shot
Big
them out.
up B3 because the sound he's created for me is my sound now, and I'm running with it. You know what I'm saying? And shows coming up.
Yes.
Shows coming up. I'm gonna be doing a little thing for Sean Price's Celebration of Life, Brooklyn coming up.
Okay.
Big up Sean Price, big up Bernadette, big up the whole crew, big up Rusty Jux. You know what I'm saying? And then what else do I got coming up after that? I got a festival coming up, Staten Island. That's going to be August 12th.
Big up Staten Island.
up
Big
Staten
up my
Island.
niggas on the hill.
Blue in the building.
Big up fucking my
I'm
niggas.
excited.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah,
been
yeah.
to Staten Island, so I'm excited to be doing
It's
that.
grimy as fuck.
Hopefully opening up for NEMS as well in August. And and in July, Onyx, I believe. So I'm just checking the dates, and I'm traveling throughout the states, and this is what I'm getting at again with the boom bap thing. I don't need $1 million. It would be cool. Don't get me wrong. I'll take it. But for me, traveling and making paper and selling merch and doing what I love with the people that I love, it's priceless, bro.
And that's crazy because it's almost like boom bap has a longer life.
100%.
No, it does.
I mean, you know how many guys
Like
that
it
have
might
physical
not
aspect
reap
of
you
it.
the fucking platinum, but
just telling you
you might get platinum
Bro, I
over
can
10
name so many
years. You know
people
what I'm
right now that are older or even my age. You know what I'm saying? Like that are putting out albums right now, and people are buying them, bro. And people are buying the merch, and we all. I'd like to think,
what you said,
especially
Roxanne.
in the underground circle, we all
Slim
support
platinum.
each other, man. The real ones do.
That's what
The other
it's
ones
like.
with the blue check.
Yo,
Those
chill out.
motherfuckers, that want 5K a verse.
Chill out.
Go suck yourself.
Wait. On that
No,
note,
I'm happy.
we're
I'm
out.
happy.
He's crazy.
No, I'm happy that you
But
said that.
I need a pee break, gentlemen.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. We'll
gotta
just do an
pause.
outro. We're done.
Good Lord.
Be right back, though.
Oh, has it even been an hour?
Yeah, bro. We're at about 1:15 right now. Nah, DJ Disspare.
What's up?
Well, he's out.
Okay.
Tell the people what you got going on right now, please.
Oh shit. All right, I'm on. You could go to djdisspare@gmail.com and hit the link. It will take you to all my networks, which is digital tap card, digital networking.
Tappy.tech.
Yeah, tappy.tech. Yeah, you can get everything I do in there. From we have right now we're in the process of getting some music dropped. I'm working on about 6 album releases right now. One with my artist Mike North from Winnipeg. He's got video and everything out right now. And he's Mike North 100 on Instagram. We have Type A Records, which I did a vinyl with Tough Dumplin', Frankenstein, Thrust, Rickshaw, Navi North,
Jeez.
Mindbender, and a bunch of other guys in the game. And we have that vinyl out right now at Play the Record. Plus now we're working on the Mindbender release
I think
coming
you guys are
out.
pressing records.
Right now,
I like that.
it's what did is going back to the essence of hip hop by taking all of Toronto's elites, like Tough Dumpling, all these guys that everybody knew 20 years ago, like Biggs, been around but never got their shine. And I've been hanging out with DTS and JYs and all these guys back from the Soul Controller days and Master Plan show and all this stuff. And I've been hanging out with the JB from GCP and all these guys and just re-releasing music, playing their music more, putting the music out that nobody's hearing. And I became a gatekeeper for a lot of the music to get out more. So now we have platforms all in the States, DJ Record Pools, DigiWax, Nerve DJ is TV network.
Yo, teach these kids
Like,
about the fucking different
You
networks.
see, when you're a street nigga, right? And I'm gonna put it to
There's a lane
everybody
for some
straight.
shit though. There's
The
definitely a
biggest
lane
thing
for
is
some
this though.
stuff.
If you look at labels, you look at everything like that, and you can't think you start your own to become a network or become a Facebook, Instagram, or any of that stuff, you're lying to yourself. I grew up with a bunch of guys over COVID that made that shit happen. I have my own app, had it for 15 years. Now I'm going to be on TV networks, Fire Stick, all that stuff, because I stuck with something.
Yeah.
And I let the money grow. People spend too much time trying to run away from things before it actually gets to where it is.
I hear that.
When you're in the streets, when you first buy things and you start to move and all this stuff and you want to do this, why can't you take your music and treat it just like product? It's not the same aspect of you getting a team and putting it out there, but eventually you will get one. And if people believe in what you got to put out there, it will grow. Just like weed. If you got the best weed, everybody will come to you.
You say that all the time with our team.
But if you got every strain of weed,
Organic growth.
not
It's
even a
true.
lie, man's them have to mess with you.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at the game, because I'm in the weed game too with all this. We got weed products coming on. I got my own line of weed coming
Gotta
on.
relax.
Are you gonna shut that out now or what?
Life is
Yeah,
good.
what's coming? What's coming? What
It's
is
gonna be,
going?
we're
Here
coming up
first
on a
on
line called
Balaclava
Street Killer
Diaries.
Weed. It's gonna be
We can't get the sponsorship going. Hold on. No, real
No,
shit.
trust me, real shit.
Product
We'll talk.
placement every episode, per episode payments.
The whole game plan of this is I want to release QR codes on different bags when different releases of artists coming out that I'm messing with.
Can you make a 4-foot bag so we can put it on the table?
We'll talk. We'll talk.
Yeah,
We'll
for
talk.
sure.
Oh, and then I'm working with cushions. We got the pillows and all that stuff too. And
I want that shit. I want the
yeah, you
housewares,
gotta get the
bro.
weed pillows up in here. That shit.
Oh
is,
no, I just want
bananas.
housewares.
And,
Yeah, fam. Like, come on. If you're doing all
there's
of
a
this,
lot of things going on there.
you didn't come on
Like,
here.
I don't-
This guy, like,
Repeat the
weed
weed
pillows.
brand again, please.
hold
Repeat
on.
the
You have
weed
to send
brand.
us your media kits.
Cushions, the cushions.
The cushions.
We
And what was the
So,
one
send
before?
your
It was
breast
Killer-
kits, so.
Mine's gonna be Street Killer Weed. It's gonna be
Street
the
Killer
whole-
Weed. I like the name of that. That
because
sounds
my
dangerous.
company's called Street Killers Entertainment,
Okay.
and I have DJs with me. I have all different types of marketing, promotion teams, distribution. You
Wait,
name
is
it,
this
we
it?
got it. Yes, that's what it is.
So, yo,
So it's like
might
all
have to
around
work out a
entrepreneur
licensing
shit.
deal.
Well, you see, that's the thing.
Can't be talking business
And we
on this
even
air,
promote.
nigga.
We're
Shout out to
pushing.
the people watching.
Start working with IndieCanada.com.
Yeah, I'ma wait
So
till
now
you
we
ready.
could license podcasts and all the other stuff in it.
Well,
and,
yeah,
you know,
we can maybe
music,
work out a
everything else.
licensing
and you'll
deal.
get your actual royalties on it.
Okay.
So it's not like how you have to wait for a cent of this or how many
Like
people watch the
100%
episodes.
royalties?
It's like right off the shit. As soon as somebody hits your shit, you're getting a percentage. Boom, boom, boom every time.
All right. So shout out your socials for them real quick.
Straight
so
up,
everybody knows.
just DJ Disspare at all social media networks. DJ DISSPARE.
All right. Welcome back, Biggs.
Welcome back.
I need all the socials for you as well, for the people to
right.
know, so they
You
can
can
go.
get at me at it's Ayoo Bigz everywhere. Instagram is _Ayoo_BIGZ. YouTube's the same. I'm fat and out of shape, so I'm out of breath from walking in the washroom. Let's keep it
So,
above.
hold on. Wait. Do we have stats?
Stay in shape, kids.
Do we have any
God
stats?
damn. What's
Yeah,
up?
we get some stats. All DSPs as well for the music as well, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everything is Ayoo
All
Bigz.
DSPs, Ayoo Bigz. Go check that out.
Please
Boom
do.
Bap Rap.
AY.
And you know what I want? I
Oh.
would like to do two things to end the show a little bit, if we could do it.
Okay.
What's that?
You know, I'm a rap artist, so, I think I should do a little bit of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
hold on.
But here's the
Hold
other
on.
thing. Hold on. Here's the other
do
thing.
this.
Hold
I don't
on.
need a beat or nothing. I'll just freestyle. But
I like that.
I want to do it so the kids hear what I'm talking about.
Right.
Because
Okay.
when I say I do real rap, I do real rap. There's no cap rap happening here, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So as soon as I got my breath back, we're gonna begin.
So let's see.
Water, man.
Yeah, catch some water. Let
No,
Steve
just
go
a
through his
sample.
facts and we'll
I'm
come
not
right
fat.
back to
I'm
you.
fluffy. What's that?
Do you got any facts you want to spit off real quick before we get this?
Not outright facts, but you were signed to SPG. Fuck them for holding you hostage.
Right.
They were Toronto record dance label, so it makes
Correct.
They wouldn't even know what to do with you to begin with.
That's facts.
And
I was
IT,
just happy to be there.
They got shuttered in 2010.
Yep, that sounds about right. And you know the shitty part? I don't have any. Well, I do have a very little of that material, and they held all my videos too. You know, and videos back then, kids, were $35K, and you used to get something called a video fact grant.
Yeah,
That's a whole
remember
other-
those.
We got some of those.
Man's
I got
making a
some
video for
ones.
10
Remember how
rats,
much it was
keeping the
for
rest.
studio time?
What's that?
Remember how much it was for studio
I
time?
used to
do
pay
an
about
album?
150, 250 an hour. I've had sessions that were like 2K
Yeah.
back then.
Seen that.
Albums were normally
Phase
$20,
one studio, something like that
$20,000
back
to
then?
finish at those
Yeah,
times.
one of those.
20,000 to finish your album, guys.
I'll tell you a crazy story after that about the whole shelving shit. How it like
Right.
there's Grammy winners that got shelved at one point.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
DJ Disspare, thank you for having us from Winnipeg. All the way from Winnipeg originally, but now obviously you go back and forth now.
Yeah.
Winnipeg, I want to know more about Winnipeg music in general. But I like there's like a lane for hip hop for like that. What I was trying to say, I love the fact that you can do that. It's like because it's even having like a regular career earning from hip hop, from rapping is like in my head is successful.
Right.
What you say, 'cause it's like if you could do what you love and make it okay living and go on tour and like do that, like that should be accessible to everyone for music. And
Word.
Right.
and
yeah, I agree.
the cushion, what I just looked up is the funniest shit. This needs to like just be like go viral.
Thug. I've been like I got like 9 of them in my house right now.
Jeez, we got to get some of those cushions in here.
All those ones are in my house. It's like the original ones.
That's it, CPU Steve?
That's it. No actual
Is that the weed
facts.
cushions you're talking about?
Yeah, he's talking
Yeah.
about those.
So wait, you trying to spit them bars or
Trying to
what?
spit
Yeah,
bars.
I
That's what he
got a
said.
little something. I got a little something I'm gonna spare. It goes like this.
Alright, let's hear it.
Goes like this. Sleepless nights I got. Give me one more second. Let's get that, please.
No, we can cut that though.
Here it goes. Sleepless nights I got weekly, too much guilt on my mind. My family had sleepless nights over a problem that's mine. When the daughter's mother left me, it was hard to maintain. I turned to dope and alcohol just to handle the pain. Depressed 24/7, too much strain on my brain. Blame myself for everything, I wonder why shit changed. Remember when the bitch left, I never been that sick. Tried to fix the situation, but some next cat slid into my position trying to father my kid. Is this the big payback for all the wrong that I did? I really wish for one day you could live my life. No card on Father's Day, no Christmas Eve with my wife. No pictures that include me on the daycare wall. Spent my last 3 birthdays hoping my daughter would call. Said you yanked my visitations cause I drank too much. So I put down the bottle, no more daddy the lush. Now I've been clean and sober for 8 long years. I'm not too hardcore to admit I shed tears over certain situations that you put me through. Don't understand why you did this shit you do, but when I lay at night, bad girl, I'm praying for you. Not in a million years would I have done this to you. I thought I knew you, but I guess that I didn't. If y'all had an ounce of compassion, maybe shit'd be different.
Jeez.
You guys better start
Yo,
clapping
call
right
your
now.
daddy, yo. Call your daddy
Hey.
back, yo. Real shit. Nah.
That was
I felt
fire.
that shit,
That's
yo. That's real, yo.
That's fine. It was real.
That's
Yeah, you know
fucking
what I'm
real,
saying?
yo. No, that's real.
And you know
yo.
what? You're the first artist on here.
Yeah.
You asked for that too.
Rap,
That's why I like
exactly.
that. Not even like that.
No.
Just rap, it's like
Goldie
you asked
Glock
for that.
winning.
Nah, Goldie Glock did go. Shout out Goldie Glock.
Goldie
But
Glock
you
did
went in.
go in. Wow.
He did.
No, but Goldie Glock said if you're gonna rap, you gotta come with bars and like.
Yo, you're
Exactly.
saying this guy
That's
came,
what
this
he
guy
said.
came harder than Goldie?
I like the way his energy was. I'm not saying it's
Okay.
harder than Goldie. Shout out
You
Goldie.
gotta
Glock.
have bars.
You know what I'm saying? It's energy. You know what I
That day
mean?
you do.
Nah. He
I
shook the
appreciate
room
that.
with that one.
All right. Well, Ayoo Bigz in the building.
Appreciate y'all for having me,
Balaclava
man.
Diaries
Bow, bow,
on
bow.
Road TV on YouTube. Go check out the old shit as well. We need likes and subscribes.
Yes, sir.
Check out Ayoo Bigz on all DSPs. And look out and rewind for those shows and shit that he said as well. Go see if you can see those things as well. Shout out DJ Disspare in the building as well. Shout
Bong,
out
bong.
Ish.
Bong,
Shout
bong.
out TDF. Shout out Rochester. Shout out Cover Tops in the building. Big Ridge in the building.
Shout out fucking Computer Steve on his Earth
Shout
Strong.
out OG
Another lap
MacG,
around the
dude.
sun. Happy birthday to you. Happy
the whole time.
birthday
Was it the whole
to
song?
you. Happy birthday, Computer Steve.
Happy birthday
Birthday to you.
my
Coming
nigga,
with the
yeah.
stats. Bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang.
I
Bow.
know PV